Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back. So today I'm here on my floor in front of my sofa, my couch, and I thought I'd kind of like talk to you guys about my current makeup favorites, but also really quick wanted to let you guys know what just happened because I was away. I was away from social media in general. I was away from Instagram, I was away from YouTube, from anything pretty much. Even on Snapchat, I did almost no posts. Anyway, so what did happen? Well, I got a promotion. So I am now what's called a third key manager for MAC Cosmetic. What is kind of like in between management and artist. So you overlook the floor, you're making sure all the artists are doing what they're supposed to do, and also get to do a little bit more business side of MAC, what I think is something that I really wanted to look into. I definitely would consider myself a strong artist, but when it comes to management and business, there's a lot of things that I can learn and improve on. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity, and also it's closer to my home now where I work. So yay, that means more time at home. That also means more time to do social media stuff that I miss to do. You always have to remember, I am doing this as a hobby. Like, this is not a full-time job for me, and I have no drive to reach 500 million subscribers. I mean, like, if it happens, that's amazing, but that's not why I'm here. And if just 2 people watch me, that's fine for me too, because I just love doing it, and I do it mostly for myself and for the couple of people who love watching me. Next thing that happened was that I got chosen to participate on a contest, and I cannot really talk a lot about it because it is confidential, but I can participate in a contest with my job, and I had to create a look and had a deadline to reach. So I was doing 10 days, nothing but creating this look and getting all the things together that I needed to do. And that was a lot, but now it got sent out and I'm happy with it, and I'm very, very pleased with the look, and that I think is all that matters. I mean, like, at the end of the day, you should always try to make yourself happy first and then hope that other people like it too. Another third thing that happened, that was my mother-in-law was here from Germany. She was here for 10 days, and so she slept in this room, but it's kind of like our guest room / makeup room. So usually I do my makeup here. I have my YouTube set up, everything here, but it's also the guest room if somebody comes here to visit us. And so whenever that happens, I clean everything up because I don't want anybody to sleep between powder puffs and eyeshadow palettes. And that's pretty much why I didn't really have time to go into this room, film a video and get myself ready for it, because I like to be beat, as you see. Anyway, let's go now ahead and finally go into our main topic of the video, what will be my current makeup favorites. Let's talk about some of my priming favorites. I love Veil Primer from Hourglass in a combination with Refined Zone Treatment from MAC. If you watch any video of mine, you probably already saw that before. Refined Zone Treatment just is it blurs pores, it fills in pores, it makes everything look smooth and mattify. So I'm using it in the center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and on top of my cheeks, and then all over the face I'm using the Veil Primer. That is, by the way, empty, and I need to buy a new one, but it's so expensive. So yeah, well, but it's really good. It makes my skin look like mannequin. I look like Jeffree Star. I look like I have no pores, what I love. So let's talk about my current favorite foundation, and it's the Pro Longwear Waterproof Nurishing from MAC Cosmetic. This one is full coverage. If you don't like a heavy foundation, stay away from it. But the funny part about it, it's so much coverage, but it's so lightweight. It doesn't feel like anything on your skin. And it does also not look like heavy makeup. It will look very flawless, but it's just a foundation that I just dropped on the floor. It's a really good foundation. It's 24-hour wear and it's waterproof. Friends of mine went to the water park and it stayed on. This is a bomb ass foundation. Try it out. I use a 170 brush from MAC to apply it, and then I blur it out with a beauty blender. I find it the best way, but this is an excellent foundation if you want full coverage that is long lasting but not ultra mattifying, because I'm oily but I don't want to over dry my skin, because otherwise my skin will produce even more oil. So kind of like it's a cycle, so you don't want to mattify too much, and this will not super mattify but at the same time stays on my face, and I like it. Well, let's talk about baking, shall we? So everybody's baking right now and going in to cook and to bake and to fry and whatever. So I tried a couple of different, and I still love my Laura Mercier. I still love my, I have one from MAC, the invisible powder, what is really nice too. But right now I love the Nars. This one is in the color Snow. It's the soft velvet loose powder, and I saw that Miss Fame was using it on Nikki tutorials, and when I saw that I was like, why do I have that not in my collection? And I went to Vegas. By the way, I was in Vegas too for 3 days anyway, and I was at the Nars store at the Caesar Palace and the Forum. That's what the shop's called, the Forum. Anyway, the Nars store, and I grabbed it and it's amazing. So I'm applying it with a wet beauty blender or a damp beauty blender, and I kind of like do that underneath my eyes, and then also after I've done my whole cheek area, I take a flat contour brush and cut my cheek so I look like I have some cheekbones even though I don't. And then for all over, I love the Cody Airspun. I mean, like pretty much everybody and your grandmother knows about this. It smells like grandma, but it is a really good powder, and it's like $7. You get that at Walgreens, you get that at CVS, so you get that pretty much everywhere. And I'm using this with MAC Cosmetic Powder Puff. What's my favorite? I'm always saying that, and I will say that again. It's the best powder puff, and I'm get that all over, let that sink in for a minute, and then I wipe it off with a big powder brush, and it just really holds everything together, naturally mattifies, and don't accentuate any dry spots or pores finance, anything like that. I love it. Next, we're going into a brand that I don't really see so many people talking about it anymore, and there's no hype about it, but there's some excellent makeup items, and that's Inglot. I have here 2 items. I have 3 items in my hand, but this is the same thing, just different colors. Okay, guys, you know everybody's looking for the highlights of the highlight. That's it. I was mind blown. I was in an Inglot store in Vegas, and I was looking around, and I was like, what's a must-have? And then this lovely girl told me, she's like, oh, you ever heard about the sparkling dust face eye and body powders? And I'm like, no. And she was like, oh my god, you would die. And I did, right there. So I have it in the color number 1 and number 2, and I have number 2 on my cheeks. I mean, like, do you see this? Let me open one and let me do a little swatch for you guys. Okay, I'm just taking a little bit here. I just literally dipped my finger in here, and now, hello, boom. And that's even not a lot. Like, you can pack that on, and you can pile it on, and you can get a really extreme highlight with that. They are amazing. They're loose, so they're a little bit different to work with than the pressed highlighters that we see all the time, but they are great. And this one is kind of like a beautiful golden color, and the other one is more of a frosty silvery color, but I love them, and I think they're giving such a beautiful glow to the skin, but definitely not as finely milled as, let's say, an extra dimension Skinfinish from MAC, but it's like bam, like it's there. Okay, so that's what I'm going for right now, and that's why I'm loving it. The other item from Inglot is their gel liner. This one is just the eyeliner gel, and does it have a name? No, it's just a black one. Anyway, this thing is ultra pigmented, and it stays on. Like, you can go drown in the sea after a hurricane, get stranded to a beach and have to live there for 500 days by yourself eating coconuts before you get rescued by a boat, and your eyeliner will be still on point. And that's what I'm looking for in an eyeliner. So I enjoy that a lot. And I mean, like, I have that for a month now and it's barely used. It's barely used, but I really enjoy. Now I want to talk about a new item from MAC, and unfortunately it's limited edition. So if you can get it, try to get your hands on it. And I wasn't really raving about it first, but now that I have it at home and I kind of like try it out a couple of times, I really like it. And this one is the Mineralize Skinfinish in Warm Rose. This is how it looks like. It's kind of like a neutral pinkish peachy color. And if you ever tried the Mineralize Skinfinish, they're beautiful powders because they are not dehydrating your skin while still naturally mattifying. And this one, it's a baked powder and it's very soft and it's very sheer, but it's almost like the Hourglass ambient light powders that they just give a radiance to the skin. So I just use it to wipe off my excess powder from underneath my eyes and kind of like run it through the center of my face to give a little bit more dimension there. And it's a really good compact powder in a generous size. So definitely something. It's from the Future MAC collection. If you want to get it, you have to go quickly to the next counter because this collection will be not there forever. So definitely check it out at the counter. And if you have a light to medium skin tone, you should definitely enjoy it. The next thing I want to talk about is this palette. What probably everybody saw, and I really enjoy it. It's the Makeup Geek collaboration with MannyMUA. And this palette, it just got restocked, I believe. I don't know if it's sold out already again, because the last time they sold out like in minutes. So I have it for now about 2 months. I got it like with a second round and I really enjoy it. First I didn't really know if I want to purchase it or not, because like kind of like I have similar colors, but then Mars, I believe it's the color, yeah, Mars was definitely kind of like such a unique color. The clothes I found was one from Makeup Forever, but it's more purple, and this one is definitely more reddish. And I love Makeup Geek shadows. I have a bunch of them, as you just saw in my other palette. Yeah, anyway. So this one is definitely a palette that will suit a lot of different skin types. They blend fantastic, they have good quality, the price is on point. Just the availability is a little bit difficult, but it's a limited edition item. So if you want to get it, definitely check it out. And if you see it on the side, don't hesitate to buy it before it's gone, because once it's gone, it's gone. And yes, I'm not sponsored because I don't have any sponsor. So don't worry about me talking about any of these products because somebody tells me to do so. I bought everything with my own money and I don't have anybody who gives me anything for free. But it's okay. So just letting you guys know that I bought it myself because I wanted to check it out, and I really do enjoy this palette. So check it out if you're interested in that. We're almost there. Now the next item is also something everybody's talking about right now, and it's this beautiful little palette from Benefit. This one is the Cheekathon palette. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I like Benefit. Benefit is definitely a brand that I enjoy using. And what I like about them also is that they chose with Manny and Patrick, two guys, as they're on the displays now everywhere in Sephora. And how cool is that? Man and makeup are definitely getting a lot of attention now, and 2015 and 16 are definitely some years that will help us to just open people's eye and accept that we're looking fabulous in makeup too, and makeup is not just for girls or drag queens. It's also for boys who just like to be glamorous and fabulous like I like to be. Anyway, let's talk about the palette. Here you have 5 full-size products of Benefit. So you have the Hoola bronzer, but it's kind of like everybody knows about Hoola pretty much. And then you have Coralista, that's the blush that I'm wearing today on my cheeks. And then you have Dandelion and Dallas too. Dallas, really pretty color too. Definitely right now going into this kind of like bronzing season. And then we have Rockateur, but it's kind of like a blush highlighter, and this interesting brush. I tried to use it for the cheeks, don't even waste it, but you can snatch your nose, you can cut a little bit the cheek with that, but for all over, like it's good to be in here, but I probably would have enjoyed a 6 blush more. Anyway, the good thing about it, it's a full-size product, but you pay the amount of 2 pretty much. So you save a lot of money, and definitely if you wanted to check out Benefit's Chic products, try to go and grab this one because you get a lot of product for your money. And last but not least, let's talk about my favorite setting spray right now, what is the All Nighter from Urban Decay. It's just a travel size because they were sold out of the big one, and so I had to grab the smaller one. I really enjoy it. I tried different setting sprays, and a lot of them are good for a couple of minutes and then it doesn't hold up to the expectation, and this one really does. I mean, like, to be honest with you, the brand who creates Urban Decay's setting sprays is Scandinavia, so you can also go to Scandinavia's website and just order their sprays. I don't know if they are more expensive or cheaper, I need to check that out, but this is definitely easier available because you get that again at every Ulta, at every Sephora, so I do enjoy it, and it really holds up my makeup and makes sure everything sits right and stays put the whole day. Hi. Come here. Letty. Come here. I have a visitor. Somebody wants attention. Oh, are you smelling the Kylie Jenner gloss? Say hello. Say hello to you. Do you remember Lilo? Do you remember how small she was? She was such a baby. Oh, she's a grown girl. Are you a grown woman? I'm a grown woman. I can do whatever I want. Right. Say goodbye. And that's how we leave this video today. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you again for all your support. If you want to, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section, and all the links to all the products as well as to my social media, you will find that in the info box. And that's it. I will let you go on that note. Thank you again for watching, okay? And until I see you guys next time, I wish you as always a wonderful day and enjoy.